and welcome to another episode of Soul Talk Radio. Let me make sure that it's streaming properly on all platforms. Okay, I apologize if it's not streaming well on Instagram. A message keeps popping up saying that there's a poor connection, but there's nothing I can do. It's on my phone. So I apologize for that. I am mainly focused on my computer. That's why I'm looking this way most of the time. But if you're not able to view it on Instagram, log into either my Facebook group or YouTube. But like I said, it keeps popping up that poor connection thing, and there's really nothing I can do. But I'm really excited about today's topic. Today we're going to be talking about, we're going to be answering the question, is there a war on resolutions, on New Year's resolutions? So lately, leading up to New Year's Eve and then after New Year's Eve, I keep seeing a bunch of posts with people saying things like, this isn't the year that you need to change your life, like just stop, or just stop it, Becky, like really kind of hurtful posts towards people who are considering doing a New Year's resolution. And I wanted to discuss it. So I completely understand where people are coming from when they're saying things like that, because, we know we all went through a 3-year collective trauma. The whole world did. And we're still recovering from that, and we're going to be recovering from that for the next few years, possibly the next few decades. And so I get it. I get where they're coming from. I think a lot of people are, how do I explain this? Like after trauma takes place, any trauma specialist would tell you this, you're kind of sitting in that fear mode of when's it going to happen again, right? You're like bracing for another impact. We all are. We're kind of all sitting in that energy right now, understandably. We're all like waiting for the next shoe to drop, right? We're scared something else is coming. I see posts about that all the time too, like something else is coming, like from mediums and psychics and stuff that I follow. And I obviously hope that isn't the case, but we don't know what's in the future. We have no idea. But to stop ourselves from trying to improve our lives or make New Year's resolutions isn't the solution. Like, I know that we're all, like I said, dealing and trying to heal from this huge traumatic experience that we just went through, multiple traumatic experiences that we just went through. But that doesn't mean that you should shame somebody for trying to improve their life. So I get why there's this, from my perspective, almost like a war on people creating New Year's resolutions, but I don't agree with it, and I want to talk about it. So I personally always normally create a New Year's resolution because I think that for a lot of people, it's like this threshold, and there's almost like a feeling where all of the collective energy is moving towards this threshold, this date of New Year's Eve. And there's like an excitement, and you want to participate in that, and you want to create new habits or whatever it is that you're going to be trying to stick to in order to help change your life and help change your mental health and help change your physical health, whatever it is. And I think that that's beautiful. And if it takes having that date threshold for you to start, but like, who cares? Who cares? All of us are doing it. And I hear the argument from some people like, well, you should be working to improve yourself all year round. And it's like, I get it. And I agree with you, but like, what's wrong with using this date, this threshold of New Year's Eve to start that thing that you've been wanting to change? I saw this video the other day, and I think I posted it to TikTok. I may have posted it to Facebook too. And there was this guy talking, and I do not know his name. If any of you guys have seen the video I'm talking about, because I'll explain it here in a moment. Please let me know that guy's name. But it's a man standing on a stage, and he pretty much says that people change for 4 reasons. One is that they hurt enough that they have to. The second is that they are inspired enough that they want to. The third is when they learn enough that they want to. Or the fourth is that when they receive enough that they are able to. So I think that when it comes to New Year's resolutions, obviously one of these 4 things is taking place. And maybe they've wanted to change for a while, but they're using that date in order to kind of jumpstart and really be, day one, ground zero of starting their new habit, which is beautiful and fine for you to partake in that. So if you're seeing those memes and those quotes online of people like, stop, this isn't the year, stop it, Becky, or putting people down for example, I know a lot of people obviously hit the gym June 1st. I mean, not June 1st. Apparently I'm in the middle of the year, January 1st. And you'll see, gyms crowded with people. When I went to my yoga class, the class was crowded with people because people are starting their New Year's resolutions, and some of them want to lose weight or want to exercise more, whatever it is. That's beautiful. And stop criticizing them, stop judging them for doing that, for using that date to start. And I think it's kind of, when you look at it from a different perspective, really beautiful that the collective is all like, this date we're going to start something brand new, and this date we're going to start improving our lives, and we all kind of jump into it together. I think that that's really cool. But to get back to what I was saying, I've seen comments online of women, for example, who are going to the gym and they're filming themselves, and then they post it online, or they'll take a picture of themselves after they've worked out and they'll post it online, and they get a lot of hate. And I'm like, what are you doing to the people that are hating on these people just simply trying to change their lives and improve their lives? And I'm like, just stop. I get that we've all experienced trauma the past 3 years, but it doesn't excuse you shaming somebody trying to improve their life. I cannot emphasize that enough. And it really bothers me when I see, criticizing comments on those posts, or, like I said, people posting stuff like, this isn't the year. I get it. We're kind of all hoping that another shoe doesn't drop. But again, it shouldn't stop you from chasing the things you want to chase. Maybe your New Year's resolution is to finally pursue a dream that you've been wanting to pursue. You can go pursue it. I'm not allowed to say bad words on here, but seriously, go pursue it. There are only so many tomorrows. And I want to talk about some of the resolutions that I made. Some of them started before the new year. I wanted to I created a habit tracker, like a document. And actually, if any of you would like a copy of my habit tracker document, I would be happy to send that to you. Just leave a comment with your email and I'll email that to you for free. I created it in Excel, and you can just simply print it out every month, and then, write down whatever habits you're wanting to do. And then you just kind of check off each day which ones that you've done. And so my resolutions, like I said, was to create a habit tracker and try and stick to some of these habits every single day, but not being judgmental or hard on myself if I miss certain habits throughout the week or the days, whatever. So, for example, some of the habits or resolutions that I created for myself this coming year is I want to do oil pulling every morning. Like when you swish coconut oil in your mouth, and it's supposed to be really good for getting rid of bad bacteria and keeping your gums and your teeth healthy. I really want to do that every morning. As well as tapping. Tapping really helps with my stress and anxiety. I really need to do an episode all about how to tap, but I want to do that every morning. As well as during the work week when I'm working, I want to walk on my treadmill every day. So I got I don't even know if it's called a treadmill. I think it's called a walking pad because it's a little bit different than a treadmill. It's smaller and it doesn't have the rails. But I have an electric desk that goes up and down. And so I place the treadmill underneath the desk so I can work and walk on my walking pad while I'm working. And my goal has been to walk between 5,000 and 7,000 steps, which takes me about an hour. And then along with walking my dog during the day and just normal steps, it equals about 10,000 steps a day. So that's my goal, is to get 10,000 steps a day. Another habit is, obviously, I want to continue meditating every morning. There have been mornings lately where I've been waking up late. I've just been tired. I don't know if anybody else is experiencing that. I've just been really tired lately. And so I'll sleep in a little bit more and I won't get up and do my gratitude list, my affirmations, my meditation, all that stuff. But I feel a difference in my well-being when I do those things in the morning. So again, putting that on my habit list, my habit tracker. And also on my habit tracker, I put that at the end of the day. So I have kind of like a morning routine of things that I want to do. And I also have an evening routine of things that I want to do. And at the end of the day, like around 8 o'clock, I've set an alarm because I want to get up and clean my kitchen. I hate waking up in the morning to a dirty kitchen. It's like when I wake up in the morning and my kitchen is clean and all maybe the dishes in the dishwasher are clean and all I need to do is put them away or whatever it is. That is such a great feeling. It feels like I'm starting my day off on like a good note, like, man. But when I walk into a dirty kitchen and I feel the need to clean before my day even starts, I just don't like that. I like to go to bed to a clean kitchen. So that is one of the habits for the day that I've started. And then another thing I like to do at night is, again, tapping at night. Like maybe I'm laying in bed before I go to sleep and I'll tap. As well, I want to try and read every night, because sometimes I say I'm going to read and then I get on social media and an hour passes watching TikTok videos or whatever it is. And you're like, oh my gosh, it's bedtime already. I want to actually start reading before I go to bed. So those are just some of the resolutions or the habits that I am doing this year. And I wanted to make sure there was nothing else I wanted to talk to you guys about. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Like I said, this episode is about whether or not there is a war on New Year's resolutions. I think that there is, with some people, kind of discouraging other people from setting New Year's resolutions. And I get why they're doing it, but I don't agree with it. And I think that if you're wanting to set a New Year's resolution, that's beautiful and you should do it. And also, don't be too hard on yourself if you don't stick to it, or if you don't stick to it one day or 1 week or whatever. Like, you have to give yourself grace and understanding. You're not going to have the same energy level every single day. That's another thing that I'm starting to kind of tell myself is, I don't wake up with the same energy level every day. Some days I wake up and I feel so rested and alive and energetic, and I don't even need a cup of coffee to start my day. And other days, it is a chore to peel myself out of bed. And on those days, I tend to sleep in and I don't do my morning routine. And I used to become very hard on myself for not doing that. But it's like, you have to give yourself grace. You have to be understanding and non-judgmental and loving to yourself. Speak to yourself like you would a child. And when those thoughts come up of like, oh, I'm not completing my New Year's resolution, or I'm not doing the thing that I wanted to do, like, speak kindly to yourself. Like, it's okay. And, I don't have the energy level that I had yesterday, and that's okay. And I'll start again tomorrow. Those sort of things, talking to yourself kindly. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode. And again, these are recorded live every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I like to post them on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and I think Twitter. But then I take the recording and I post them to all major podcasting platforms on Monday morning at 7 a.m. So you can also access them there if you miss the live versions on Sunday. So if you have any questions or episode ideas, just leave us a review or a comment. If you'd like a copy of that habit tracker, you're welcome to leave a comment with your email, and I'll email that to you. And may you be happy, may you be well, May you be joyous and at ease. Sending you infinite love, and until next week.